It looks like we have finally turned around our form, and that, I think, is because we stopped playing the diamond. I'll give you one guess as to where we stopped playing the diamond. Yeah, it was exactly when we started winning. Hey guys, and welcome back to the third episode of the FM23 West Brom Save with me, Raxo FM, where today we are versing Sheffield United and then Blackpool in two home games which could see us go into the playoff positions, a place that we have not been in at all this season. As you can see, we started down in 12th place and we really haven't gone much higher. In fact, 8th position that we are in right now is the highest we have ever been. So if you are excited for those two games and you are enjoying the series so far, please make sure you do smash the like button on today's video, as well as subscribing to the Raxo FM YouTube channel. If you have come to episode number 3, surely you hit the subscribe button. It means you cannot not stand me. It's a double negative there, so you know what I'm trying to say. And you're probably going to want to see the rest of the series. So hit that subscribe button. Can we also smash... Let's go with 15 likes to celebrate this third episode. The next one is going to be in the January transfer window. But without any further ado, let's jump into what has happened since last time we saw each other. As I said before, it was a bit of a mixed bag of form with the Diamond. In fact, these are all the games I think I played with the Diamond. I think this was the first game that we started it with. The Huddersfield game. No, it was even later, which concerns me because I stuck with it for quite some time. Let's say around this region. It's not great. No, it was the Burnley game that we started. One win out of 5. And since then, we've moved to... Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. It's default, but it wins your games. This is the formation we've switched to, and it has been winning us games. 3-1, 0-0. Yeah, okay, that's not a win, admittedly. But 4-2, 2-0, and then 2-1 win. We've played really well, including an amazing comeback, 84th minute and 92nd minute. And now we're versing Sheffield United, who are one of the favourites to do very well this season, up in 4th place. It's going to be a difficult ask, but I think we could definitely do it. And without any further ado, no transfers to talk about. We're just going to jump into this game. I'm not certain I've set up the squad. I'm going to check it now for you. Let's see if we've got anyone. Dike is still injured. Malombi doesn't really play games for us in that position anymore. Iorfa can come onto the bench. Aside from that, I think it's all good. Left wing Wallace has been playing incredibly well. Very, very, very good player. And I think is a nailed on starter for us now. Grant up top. Diangana. I actually don't know how to say it. Diangana, I think that could be it, but I'm just going to keep calling him Grady. Has not been incredible at all. I know I've talked about it before, but I really thought he would be a star for us. And then the midfield trio is doing so well. Rogic at cam, doing pretty decent, 6.89 average rating. Then we've got OK, who has actually been the worst of the bunch, but back him based off his stats to start performing at some point in time. And Gilmore doing a very good job with his 6.96. But we still have great players on the bench. Lucas, Swift, and all the way on the reserves, Malombi. But let's jump into this game. I've been talking for some time, especially considering the fact that we haven't made any signings. Let's play a football match. And let's try and beat one of the better teams in this league. It is certainly going to be a difficult challenge. The media have been saying we've been doing well recently, though. But let's jump out there. Let's prove them right. And let's get a win. Come on, we're at home against a team that are up in 4th place, as we've said before. Still have Sharp up top. And of course have recently been in the Premier League. A lot of their players, I imagine, still would have been from that Premier League side, Berg being one of them. They do keep a hold of the ball here. We win it back. Can we kickstart a counter-attack for us? Peters plays it over to Onama, who has been playing very, very well in that right wing position, so we're keeping him there. I didn't really mention that. Coming off the woodwork for Sheffield United. Not a very good early chance for them, for us, but I mean, it's a promising start for them. Onama been playing really well on that right wing, so I'm keeping him out there. I'd rather play him there than anyone else, to be honest, because our wing options, apart from, I can't even remember his first name, Diangana, it's not great. It's not great, is it? So He's playing out there for now, and he's doing a very good job. Let's see if he does anything in this game. O'Shea plays it all the way back to Okoye. Okoye picks it up, plays it back into O'Shea, and he's looking for space. He's looking for option. He finds Peters into Wallace. Wallace is looking for the runs of players. Grant is running forward, but not as much as Rogic is there, and Rogic smashes it into the back of the net, off the woodwork, and it is 1-0 to West Brom against Sheffield United. Arguably the worst of the two sides so far, but at home, if you get one chance like that, if you get a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, the way we have just done, you'd expect it to be going into the back of the net. He's got men all around him though, so he's done very well to keep his composure, hit it on his weaker foot, I believe, and put it into the back of the net. And actually, no, it's not really against the run of play. We have had 4 shots to their 2. It's probably quite an evenly matched game up until that point. Just that we did see the first highlight going their way, which doesn't apply to us, that they're the better of the two sides, and now they're hitting the woodwork again. You'd feel so hard done by if you were that show man up front, hitting the crossbar and the left post. All he needs to do is hit the right post, and then he's got a hat-trick of post hits. But luckily for us, it hasn't gone in. And I'm delighted with the performance so far, and we're just going to jump straight back into the football. 48 minutes gone, and we see another highlight, and hopefully this one is coming our way. Let's not see another post-it. Wallace is through, actually, so I do think it is going to be coming our way. Looking for a player in the mixer. Grant gets a shot off, but it's well blocked by the defenders, to be fair. But we have another opportunity. It's us on the ball. Rogic into Furlong. This is beautiful to see us actually getting attacking highlights and doing well with them. Because recently, with the diamond in our last episode, things were not going so well. And it seems like we've really found our footing. Rogic is in, and he finishes his dinner again. It is a terrible mistake by the goalkeeper. And probably, arguably, a worse recovery. Because he had time to get down there and actually make a save. But he's just sort of glitched in the Football Manager match engine and done nothing. You know, he's just fallen to the ground afterwards. Yeah, it's not great from anyone there. Rogic probably could have put a bit more power on that shot as well if we're actually going to really split hairs. But I'm going to take it, absolutely. Gary Cahill playing a low rating, and also a player that I just worry about for injury reasons. So he's going to come off. We're also going to bring Gilmore off and bring Lucas on. And those are the only subs that I feel they need to make for the first 60 minutes of this game. 30 minutes to go, and plenty of time for Sheffield United to come back. But I do feel like they're not going to do it based off the way that we're playing, based off the way we're controlling possession, getting opportunities for our players. And I just think we're the better of the two sides at this current point in time. We are going to bring Grady on. He's going on to the left-hand side, so I'll play him as a winger on attack. And Peters is looking tired too, so we'll bring Neil Taylor back from injury onto the pitch. Great left-back option for us. What a signing he was. Only £3,400 per week. An absolute bargain, so I'm stoked to have him in our ranks. And with 5 minutes to go, I do think we have managed to win this game. It has been tighter than that 2-0 scoreline has suggested, but we're going to take it and run with it. We've got 2 more substitutes we can make. Actually, just 1 more. I'm going to bring Phillips on for Onama. Just to let him know he does need to play better than that to actually keep that position locked down. Playing decent so far. Getting a couple of assists, a couple of goals. Actually, I'll show you, because he has been playing really well in that position. But recently, in this game, in this game, not absolutely shining the way that he normally does. But to be fair, it's just 1 game. And we're lucky we had Rogic in there, shining like a true light and doing a great job to make it 2-0 on the night. Let's see. Onama has scored 1 goal, gone 3 assists, and an average rating of 7.23, playing very well on that right wing position. So I think I've proven that was a decent shout to keep him out there. That's whether or not he can keep performing out there is a whole nother story. We're going to give Rogic some praise. 2 goals for the 29-year-old. What a player he is turning out to be for us. Hopefully he can continue adding to those goals in this next episode against Blackpool. Next game against Blackpool. And it's coming right up. It seems like a very boring day of football. 0-0, 0-0, 0-0, 1-0, 1-0. Hopefully we see a couple more goals in our game coming our way. But unfortunately, the man who scored the goals is very tired, so Rogic is being rested for this game. But if we desperately need him, I'll bring him on. So Diangana has managed to make his way onto the right wing. That time I did pronounce it correctly. And we're looking decent. I think that the rest of the team is pretty fine to stay exactly the way it is, apart from OK has been brought out and Swift has been brought in. I'm trying to just let him know, look, you do need to perform to a certain level to keep your starting spot. He's, of course, just staying on the bench, and I do imagine I'll bring him on at some point, but I'm not getting a lot out of him right now, so I do want to fire him up by bringing him off for a couple of games, or at least just one game. Blackpool are down in 14th place, so I really would expect at home this to be a comfortable win for us based off the form that we're in, based off the players that we have, and based off our league position. They try with a long shot to start with, but never really troubling our goalkeeper, Akoi. So hopefully that is all she wrote for their opportunities early on in this game. As they do pick it back up, and I get slightly nervous that they're going to get more highlights, although they're pumping it long and we win the knockdown. Onama puts Wallace through, and that is why I love Jed Wallace. What a player. Keeps popping up in the right positions. He's just really good in every role too. Like, I can play him as an inverted winger, he does a great job. I can play him as an inside forward, he does a great job. I can play him as a winger on the right hand side, and he does a great job. His versatility is incredible. Honestly, if this man was 24, 25, I'd be so happy with him. It's just the fact that he was 28 that I was unsure about him. I think I judged him so harshly at the start of the year, and I apologise for that, because he is turning out to be comfortably one of our best players. They put a ball in, we head it out, but they pick it up on the edge of the box. It is right, going for the shot, and it goes in. This time, their long shot does find a way past all the bodies, and Akoi can do nothing about it, as I think he's just had his vision blurred by all the bodies in front of him, and it's just nestled into the bottom corner. Very unfortunate situation. No one really to blame there. No, there's no bodies in the way, actually. He probably shouldn't be getting beaten at his near post in that situation, but he has, and we move on. We live with it, and let's hope he doesn't make a mistake here. Great take and great movement. Actually, he could be starting a counter-attacking opportunity for us as Gilmore gets a bit of pace, runs forward, plays it into Onama. Wallace, Onama combination once again leads to a 2-1, but no, he is offside. I thought he was just on. I could tell they were definitely getting close, but as we can see there, he is just straight offside. Oh, I knew they were really touching up that line, but they haven't quite managed to stay onside. And our 2 shots to their 5 does actually look like we're not quite as dominant as we would want to be in this game. But the highlights that we're seeing for us are very clinical, are very dangerous. Can we see some more in the second half? Our position suggests that we probably have a little bit more in us. But unfortunately for us, it's not quite going the way that we want to right now. So I'm going to demand more from the team. I'm going to go to a positive mentality. Not going to make any substitutes right now. But I am going to make them at some point very soon if we don't see a positive switch for us. Because as I said, 14th place, 8th place side. In fact, if we win this game, we'll be ending the episode in a playoff spot. Whether or not we're going to stay in there for the whole match today is a whole nother story. But I'm not going to talk about that because we will end the episode before that happens. O'Shea is coming off just because he looks very tired. Is he? No, I'll bring Iorfa on for Furlong, because I'd rather have Furlong be rested, because I reckon O'Shea will be okay if I keep him in that sort of fitness. That's the word I'm looking for. Phillips is going to come on the right hand side, doing a little bit for us when he has come on. It seems to make a decent impact, but nothing too insane. So hopefully he can end that bit of a drought of influence off the bench today. Iorfa picks it up as right back. Okay, no, it's glitched. So Iorfa should be our right back, just like I told you. That's been a glitch for a couple of years now, hasn't it? Onama's in, and Wallace again linking up, but can't finish. That time he really was onside, and he could have put us 2-1 up. Oh no, this is a good free kick opportunity. Connolly, I imagine it's the Brighton man, just wide of the post. Luckily for us, Grant needs to make way. But I don't really know who can play striker for us. Who can play striker? Wallace can. Wallace definitely can, actually. So let's bring Grant off. Switcheroo. And yeah, that seems fine for me. I would like to bring O'Shea off. I can't really. Do I have a player that can play centre back? Sneakily? No. Okay, let's bring Lucas on and take Gilmore off, and I'm actually fine with keeping Swift on because I think he's played pretty decent so far this game based off his 6.7 rating. He's not looking very tired either, so those fresh legs in there could definitely do us a trick. Swift is on the ball. Yeah, okay, that's about right, Football Manager, isn't it? Let's hope this doesn't lead to a goal, but I have a feeling it's going to. Right around the goalkeeper. Yep, that's Footy Manager for you. As soon as you talk about a player, he makes a mistake, and you regret your decision. So actually, he is going to make way. We are bringing him off, and we are going to bring OK on, and that is our final substitute as we try and get back into this game. And the substitute may have created a highlight for us as we play it back to Cahill. Play it into OK. He wins it back. Don't worry. He's got a wee bit of rustiness, but he wins it straight back. But that is not a great pass for us. Phillips can't get a hold of it. But that is an even worse pass for them. But it is an even worse shot by Wallace. Absolutely skies it. That is the chance for us to get back into the game. To be honest, I'll take a draw at this point based off how the game has gone. But I do need to make some sort of tactical change to make sure that actually has a chance of happening. Let's go attacking, and let's stop playing our defence, go more direct, and hope that we can pump the ball into the box enough to get us a goal. 5 minutes of additional time. They're flying by very quickly, and we have managed to pick up our first loss of using this new system. And to be honest, that is the game that I would have put money on us winning, but unfortunately we haven't quite done it. And I mean, it's always going to be the way. You play a couple games, you get a bit tired, eventually you're going to slip up. But at least we beat Sheffield United, but Blackpool really could have been a winnable game. We have 2 more games before the big break for the World Cup. Then we'll come back all the way, I imagine, at the end of the transfer window for this Wigan and Coventry game or the Burnley game. I'm not sure, but we'll come back near the end of the transfer window, and you guys will be ready for it. So make sure that you do smash the like button if you have enjoyed this. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you all later.